Welcome to Ed Science. If you are new to our channel, do check out our other videos and subscribe to our channel. Let's get into our today's video on paper chromatography. The foundation of chromatography is the idea that mixtures of molecules applied to surfaces or solids and fluid stationary phases, stable phases, separate from one another while moving with the help of a mobile phase. Have you heard about paper chromatography? Paper chromatography is a method that makes use of paper sheets or strips as the stationary phase and adsorbent to allow a solution to flow through. It is a strong analytical tool that requires incredibly little material. Singh and Martin made the discovery of paper chromatography in 1943. The principle involved can be partition chromatography or adsorption chromatography. The two phases are water held in pores of the filter paper, and the other phase is a mobile phase that passes through the paper. When the mobile phase moves, the separation of the mixture takes place. The compounds in the mixture separate themselves based on the differences in their affinity towards stationary and mobile phase solvents under the capillary action of pores in the paper. Adsorption chromatography between solid and liquid phases, wherein the solid surface of the paper is the stationary phase and the liquid phase is the mobile phase. Paper chromatography involves several steps. As the first step, you can take a filter paper and draw a line to indicate the baseline. Then you can add the ink, which you assume contains different compounds, to the baseline. Next, you can add a solvent to a beaker. This can be ethanol or water. As the next step, we place the filter paper inside the beaker with solvent. In this step, we make sure not to submerge the baseline. We can then place a lid to avoid evaporation. We can then wait and observe that the substances separate with different dyes moving upwards. Once the solvent has reached the top of the paper can be taken out to leave it to dry. This is called the chromatogram, the paper that indicates the patterns. Now, if you want to find out how far the individual chemicals travel, you can see that the distance depends on the chemical properties of each of these substances. By recording the distance, by repeating the same experiment, we can also identify what the chemical can be. Now, the amount of time we leave it also has an impact on this. We can also calculate the ratio by dividing the distance traveled by the substance divided by the distance traveled by the solvent. The value we get is also called the RF value. Hope you enjoyed and found this video useful. Do subscribe to our channel. This is Ed Science. Thank you for watching.